What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Cinema Review. Today we're reviewing the new movie Coda, streaming now on Apple TV Plus. Let's get right into it. So the story of Coda is actually in the title of its movie. Coda stands for Child of Deaf Adults. Our main character, Ruby, is the only person that can hear in her deaf family, and when the family's fishing business is threatened, Ruby finds herself torn between pursuing her love for music and her fear of abandoning her parents. So the whole movie pretty much just features this inner conflict between Ruby as she finds out that she's really good at singing. She wants to pursue that dream, but she's also torn because her parents rely on her to interpret for them when they talk to all these different kinds of people. So she's needed here, but she wants to go and pursue her dream. Something that's relatable for a lot of people and something I personally connected with. So let's get right into the positives. I got a lot of positives for this movie. Obviously, the story I said was really great. It was really powerful. Just watching Ruby like cope with the interpreting for her family while also trying to pursue her dreams. Just a really intriguing concept, and it really brought out a lot of emotions. That first hour, just seeing her find her love for music, it was just a really fun time. You know, she was bullied, I guess, because she grew up and she couldn't really speak that well. So now she has to sing, so she's kind of scared. You know, she kind of has this social anxiety when she goes to class and she joins the choir class, and they kind of make her sing. And there's like this music teacher that's trying to help her out, and that whole dynamic was actually a lot of fun. There's also this love relationship she has with another student. It really wasn't the main focus of the film, which I liked. You know, the main focus really the family dynamic, but there was this love thing with her, and I thought when it was on screen, it was a lot of fun. But I'm glad that it wasn't pushed in our face. Like I said, this movie is really emotional, especially towards the end. The first like hour and a couple of minutes, it doesn't really feel like too emotional. Like you're not gonna cry, but I'm not gonna lie. During the last like, 40 minutes, I probably cried like 5 times. Just the it really is just the payoff from that first hour of pacing, and it's just when everything comes together at the end, it just the emotions just start flowing. You can't help it, and that's just one of the strong points of this movie. It will make you cry. Another thing I thought was a plus was the way they did the sign language was actually really intriguing, and it just pulls you in. It's just engaging. Remind me of Sound of Metal. If you've seen that movie, they kind of do the same thing with the sign language, and they make it to where it's not like I don't want to say boring to watch, but it's just like very intriguing. So like you're just like sucked in and you're in it and you're like okay with what's going on. The other thing I liked is that no character is neglected in the family. The father, the mother, even the deaf brother, they all have something to say in this movie. They all show their hurt and their vulnerability, and there's just great character development for all three of them. So I really enjoyed the whole family had something to say. And I thought that was a strong suit because like halfway through the movie, I was like, the brother is getting a little bit neglected, but it made sense, having the mother and the father is what the daughter connects with, and having the brother maybe at the side, I was okay with it. But the fact that they give the brother something else to say, and he has like, a strong purpose in this film, I thought it just made the movie a lot better. So I think that's all my positives right now. Let's go into the negatives. Yes, my negatives are not many. The only real thing I have to say is that the movie's not like a phenomenal movie. Like, I don't have it like on that like god tier. Like it's not like a 5-star movie. I don't think it reaches the 4.5-star movie. But the people that do have it at 4.5, I get it. It is really emotional, very impactful movie. I wish I could give it a 4.5 movie, but I just don't think it got to that level. I wasn't like glued to my screen. Some of the stuff wasn't. I'm not gonna say it bored me, but I wasn't like fully invested in it. Some things. The first hour is a lot of build up, like I said. The emotional impact doesn't really come until the back end of the film, but it's because of that pacing of that first hour or so is what makes that impact even stronger. So maybe on a rewatch, I could appreciate it a little bit more, but I have to say that I think I'm happy with the rating I'm going to give it. So for right now, I'm going to give Coda a 4 out of 5. My final thoughts, I think it's an important film. I'm really glad that it was made. The actors that played them, the mother, the father, and the brother, I forget their names, but they're actually deaf. They just came out on Variety magazine, I think, and they said, like, quote, "We're not deaf actors, we're just actors." I think it's such an important message. I think these stories are very important to tell. Like from Sound of Metal, that was a success. Getting the Criterion Collection now, I think Coda is going to be a success too. Please go out and watch it. And because of the success of those movies, I hope we get more of these stories, and I think we are. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Please let me know what you thought on Coda if you're going to go watch it. And thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.